From time to time, college football unleashes its version of cruel and unusual punishment on Saturdays. When the Arkansas Razorbacks 23-02 traveled to Tuscaloosa on October 14 for a showdown against the number 1 Alabama Crimson Tide 60-30, the Hogs are in for a very unpleasant visit. The Razorbacks have the grueling task of back-to-back SEC road games, heading to Alabama fresh off an embarrassing 4,822 loss to South Carolina. Per the Hogs' usual routine, they kept it close in the first half, heading into the locker room down 17-10, but turned the ball over 3 times in the second half, leading to 2 pick sixes and a 73-yard fumble return for a score. Adding insult to injury, beleaguered senior quarterback Austin Allen suffered a shoulder injury, missing the fourth quarter of the SC game. He could be a game-time decision against the Tide. Alabama has steamrolled through the first 6 games on the schedule, getting its toughest contest of the season last week in College Station. The Aggies made the final score close in a 2,719 loss. Texas A&M's 9 fourth-quarter points provided an opportunity for Tide head coach Nick Saban to get his team's attention going into the second half of the season. Unwelcome news for the Hogs. Arkansas at Alabama kickoff Saturday, October 14 at 7:15 p.m. ET TV channel ESPN spread Alabama 28 3 things to watch 1. Can Arkansas run the ball? If the Hogs want to make this SEC West game competitive, they must run the ball, but that is becoming a challenge. Entering the SC game, Arkansas was averaging 205 yards per game on the ground but was held to 106 against the Gamecocks. Alabama is the nation's best team against the run, only allowing 73 yards per game. Arkansas has 3 talented tailbacks in David Williams, Devwah Whaley and Chase Hayden, but their abilities can shine only if the offensive line can create holes. 2. Quarterback play in the pocket for the Hogs. If Austin Allen is a late scratch against Bama, the offense will be handed over to redshirt freshman Cole Kelly. Against SC, Kelly completed 8 of 13 passes with a touchdown and an interception. The injury to Allen may be a blessing in disguise for the Hogs. Kelly, at 6'7", 268 pounds, is 6 inches taller than Allen and has a much stronger arm with a quick release. When he's gotten his chances, Kelly has brought a passion and competitive fire with him that have been sacked out of Allen over the past 2 seasons. One thing Kelly does not have is big game experience, which will be missed if Allen is sidelined. 3. Will Alabama get up for the game? Up and down the roster, statistically, and with the home field advantage, Alabama has the edge everywhere against Arkansas. In addition to having the nation's best run defense, the Tide are holding teams to 186 yards passing per game. On offense, the rushing attack is also one of the nation's best, covering 302 yards per game, and the Tide possess a top 10 scoring unit at 43 points per game. The Hogs are the first of 3 consecutive home games for Bama, with Tennessee and LSU to follow. Perhaps the one thing that can help Arkansas stay in the game is an enthusiastic Alabama team getting caught looking ahead. Final analysis: a great defense can still be vulnerable against a capable quarterback. The unknown of what Austin Allen or Cole Kelly can provide for Arkansas is the glimmer of hope against a swarming Crimson Tsunami defense. Alabama has its own version of a 3-headed rushing attack with quarterback Jalen Hurts and running backs Damian Harris and Bo Scarborough. In a 4,930 Tide win last year, Alabama rushed for 264 yards against the Hogs, led by Harris 122 yards on 13 carries. Hurts was the backbreaker, rushing just 8 times for 20 yards but scoring twice. Florida State could not stop the Tide ground game, nor could A&M. Neither will the Hogs. The last Arkansas win over Alabama came during the George W. Bush administration in 2006. The drought continues. Prediction: Alabama 48, Arkansas 17, written by Ryan Wright, who is part of the Athlon Contributor Network and an established media professional with more than 2 decades worth of experience and is a member of the FWAA. Over the years, Wright has written for numerous sites and publications and has his own recruiting site, www.recruitingnewsguru.com. Follow him on Twitter at Ryan Wright Ring.